Hello everybody, Mewtwo Overkill here once again. I'm going to be giving you a deck profile on the deck you just saw in the most recent duel video. This is going to be a deck based on Armando Vanderpool's deck. From the Revelations of the Seal of Orichalcos. Armando Vanderpool uses an Exodia deck. In fact, in the show, he says it's the only complete set known to man in that dimension. I really like his idea. His deck's pretty busted when it starts going. So we'll show you with any Exodia deck. You've got Exodia's body parts. There's a lot of filler in this deck, but one thing I didn't want to do is max out on Exodia pieces, because Armando Vanderpool only has one of each piece. He says it's the last known complete set on the planet. So, only one of each Exodia piece. Obviously, the goal is to get them all to your hand, and there are several ways you can do that. Another monster he played was Solid Slate Warrior. All it does is protect you from burn damage while it's on the field, which pretty much ruined Slade's entire strategy. Then we have 2 Impenetrable Fortress Fortissima. This card is just a vanilla with 2600 defense. It's a big bottom for a 4-star vanilla, but whatever. And then we have, for filler, we have 3 Sandgans. Just came off the ban list with the errata. I'm using the errata version when I play this deck. One Witch of the Black Forest. It's a character deck, so it's going to be traditional format. Witch of the Black Forest, obviously, and with Sangan, when they're sent to the graveyard, you search your Exodia pieces. That's all the monsters of the deck. Now for the spells, we have 3 of the key spell in the deck. Impervious, Time Capsule. Armando Vanderpool's main card, besides his Exodia cards, when it cannot be destroyed by card effects. And once per turn, you can pay 2,000 life points to banish 1 card from your deck face down. Once during your main phase, you can pay half your life points and send this card to the graveyard to add all the cards that you banished face down with this card's effect to your hand. So obviously, it's a very cheap way to win with Exodia, but I like it. It's kind of cool. It's kind of different. It's a custom card. I wanted to just see how it went. So 3 Impervious Time Capsule because it's the main card of the deck. And then we have his life point gain cards, because it costs 2,000 life points to put a card in the Time Capsule, and you're going to need to do that at least 1 to 5 times depending on what you get in the duel. So we have 3 Spell Absorption, which gives you 500 life points every time a spell is cast. Then we play 3 Mane of Mercy, another card he really likes to use. Gives both players 1,000 life points, plus another 1,500 if you have Spell Absorption. And then 2 Dying Keto the Cure Master. Give yourself 1,000 life points, just so you can spend them with Time Capsule. For drawing, we have Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, Upstart Goblin, and the anime version of Card of Sanctity. He did play this. Card of Sanctity, draw until both players have 6 cards in their hand. Upstart Goblin, draw 1, your opponent gets 1,000 life points. You don't care about life points because you're playing with Exodia. Graceful Charity, because draw 3, discard 2 is broken, and Pot of Greed, because draw 2 is broken. So that's all the draw support, and then we have 1 Forbidden Lance. He did play this against Slade. Reduce the attack of a monster on the field by 800, but make it unaffected by spell cards at that turn. Is it spell cards or just spells and traps? Yeah, spells and traps. Then for Monster Destruction, we have 1 Raigeki and 2 Dark Holes. Dark Hole is also useful for blowing up your own Sandgans and Witch of the Black Forest to search those Exodia cards. And then we have 1 Monster Reborn, just in case you really need it. It's a character deck, so why not? So like every character has Pot of Greed and Monster Reborn as at least one of. 1 Energy Absorbing Monolith. He used this against Slade. When your opponent activates an effect that would inflict damage to you, you activate this, and then you gain that much life points instead of taking damage. one compulsory evacuation device. He used this to put a piece of Exodia that was summoned to the field by Cyberjar to his hand. So it's useful for that. If someone forces you to summon an Exodia piece, you can play Compulse, put it back in your hand. And it's also good for returning monsters that are hard to get over. Other summon reactant cards are Bottomless Trap Hole and Torrential Tribute. Torrential is also good when you have like a Sandgan and a Witch. You just search Exodia cards. And then the last 3 cards in the deck are 3 Reckless Greeds. I didn't really have room for a lot of cards that stop attacks. The deck is kind of a glass cannon, really. It doesn't really do much except draw search. So, well, and Vanderpool really didn't play any cards that like negated attacks or skipped the battle phase. He was just kind of a all-in time capsule kind of guy. So with that, we have the deck profile for Armando Vanderpool. There is no extra deck because he didn't play any extra deck cards. So that's the deck. You seal the Exodia cards in the time capsule, and then when the time is right, you add them all to your hand. Hopefully this doesn't get banished or bounced. That's the biggest problem with it. But it's still just a fun deck to play around with if you got really nothing else to do. And I thought it was a lot of fun being able to just play these cards that were used in my favorite web show and get a feel for them myself. And with all that, I think it's time to sign out. I will see you all later. This has been Mewtwo Overkill. Obviously, credit goes to Dead Soldier Inc. for the card designs and ideas, and the thumbnail. I'm probably going to have a picture of, like, Vanderpool for the thumbnail. And, so shout out to Dead Soldier Inc. for Revelations of the Seal Void Calcos and all the overall ideas. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.